Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. My name is Brian, and I am here with the Jamcast dudes, and we are doing another spotlight on a game called Dying Breed, and it is from developer Sarnair, and we are here with the devs. Welcome to the show, guys. Are you guys here? Do I see him? Oh, yeah, there he goes.
Hello.
Hello. How are you guys doing this today?
Fine. Like
All
it's a
right.
very hot day here, so
Yeah. And do I pronounce your name Itreyes? Is that
my
is
name
that
is Ignacio Treches.
Ignacio
The
Itre?
double
Okay.
L here sounds like a ch.
Ah, that's
Yes,
interesting.
yes.
Yeah. See, I'm I've come from a Spanish speaking family, so I see that, and I want to do the double L. A yeah. So,
Yes, yes. But
uh,
here in this
is
South Spanish, it's a
yeah,
little bit different.
yeah, yeah. Do you guys speak? It's you guys are from Uruguay.
Yes,
Do you guys speak Spanish or Portuguese or some other
Spanish.
language? Spanish, okay, but it's a
Yeah.
little bit different. Okay, yeah, that's it. That's cool. Okay, so anyway, we're gonna be talking about your new game or upcoming game, called Dying Breed, and from what I'm saw, because I watched I looked at some of the videos, and I went to your website, and it looks like a very old school kind of throwback real time strategy game. So I guess tell us a little bit about the game, Dying Breed. Why? And I think somebody's going to be playing it, so that we can show it off. You?
Well,
Okay.
the idea was to go back to the origins of a classic base building RTS game, and that was the idea. And also
Yeah.
single player. We watch a lot of multiplayer good RTS game failing or disappearing. And it was every year I used to play Command and Conquer One, Red Alert, Age of Empires. The games I used to play when I was a kid, and always loved more the sprite, the 2.5, aesthetics in 2D, and even the music. I listened to Frank Lepaki, and after I start listening to Metallica.
So this is like a love letter to the old RTS kinds of games.
Yes, and
Is there a reason? I mean, not a reason, but is there like is there stuff you don't like about modern ones, or is this just like something that you would like old style?
I'm playing a lot of Beyond of all Reason. It is like the total annihilation branch of RTS game.
Hmm.
But yes, when the RTS genre jumped into 3D, I started not liking it much. I did
Ah,
love Company of Heroes, the first one. I really loved. I love Warcraft 3, but then I don't know the evolution of PCs or the RTS genre. I always loved like the first one,
hmm.
Win
hmm
195 style of games.
All
Yeah.
And
right.
the
But
idea was to go back to the origins, even the
Yeah.
hardware getting stuck.
What are your favorite things about these games, these older games that you're trying to like put into this one? What elements? Is it the resource management? Is it like the evolution? Like what's missing or at least not prevalent that you liked about the old one? Or is it just like the aesthetics?
Yes, it's the aesthetics, all aesthetics, how it looks, how it sounds, and how it feels. I
Mm-hmm.
would say it was something like, how you say, nostalgic, but then I changed and it's not nostalgic. It's like evoking those great memories of the past.
Mm-hmm.
That is evoking those feelings you had when you were a kid and you grabbed like the big box of the game, and
Yeah.
the manuals and smell the books and install again 40 minutes standing because you have an old PC, reading and waiting and then playing, stuff like that. That was
Yeah.
okay.
Well, I kind of want to get you to get into it. I never owned a PC growing up, but I had friends that were big into the old RTS games. XCOM was very popular. You said Total Annihilation. I think that's one. Red Alert, Command and Conquer. So I want to see it. I'm really bad at these. I'm really bad at them. So let's take a look and then tell me a little bit about. Is there a story for this? And tell me a little bit about what the setting is and stuff.
There is a story. It's like parallel timeline where the Second World War ended in 1951 by nuclear holocaust, you can say, and bombs awakened something that was sleeping in the center of the earth. And this creature starts emanating stuff from the underworld. So in the, how you say, superficie, outside the planet, how you say, on the soil, stuff starts growing and creatures starts appearing. And well, then it's a classic good versus evil war. And there is only one resource, that is the stuff that's emanating from the center of the earth, that has the ability to replicate or clone stuff and science fictions.
So it's like, it sounds a little like there's a bit of like Lovecraftian horror, post-apocalypse, or post-nuclear war, survival, and humanity versus hell on earth, right?
There is definitely some how you say, cosmic horror elements.
Yes, I love that stuff. Yes, that's very cool. Yeah, go ahead. What else?
No, that's like the technology of the good faction is based on Tesla, to conquer, and the technology of the bad faction, the evil faction, is inspired on Philip K. Dick books, so more science fiction, robots, cyborgs.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's cool. Yeah. And you can play, when you play the game, is there a campaign and you can play both sides, like either side if you want?
Both sides. We made intros and outro videos for each one of the missions. We ended up earning a state fund here in Uruguay, and we spend it all on making a movie. But it's very indie, because a lot of people work with us, work for free. So we end up filming all 6 months ago, and we haven't end up editing it yet. But we have like half of the campaigns of both sides already edited.
So the game is called Dying Breed. For anybody who's interested, we have a link to the Steam store page in the description of the video. And I guess you guys also, I looked up your website, playdyingbreed.com, and there appears to be a button so people can download a demo. Is that working?
Yes, those are the old demos.
The old demos. Okay.
Yes, we basically made them for getting a publisher.
Yeah.
And we didn't have base building elements there. You can play they still download them, and we are reaching like 10,000 downloads soon.
Oh, that's good.
Between both demos. Yes.
Somebody in the chat asked a funny question. Are there any Puerto Ricans in this game? Yeah, there could be. Did Puerto Rico get blown up when all this was going on?
Well, you didn't mention that.
Well, USA and New York get doomed.
Oh.
And then, all the East Coast is unfortunately Mexico is like Uruguay. Nobody cares. Nobody will spend a bomb. You know, it's
You
like
guys share a border with Brazil, though. So
it's
did
always
Brazil
the
make it?
aliens goes to to
Yeah, New
USA.
York,
They don't
Los
go to
Angeles.
Puerto Rico
No.
or Uruguay.
Yeah, that's true. We're probably fine. Um, anyway, so yeah, let's take a look at the game, and then I'll ask you some questions about the development. So you guys have been working on this for a long time, right?
We started with the idea in 2018, and we start programming or learning how to do stuff in 2019, and then in 2020 we end up of 2020 we get a good engineer, how you say coder, and in 2021 we got the first demo. 2022 the second demo, and
Mm-hmm.
2023 we got the publisher. And then we rebuild all the UI, make all the videos, make more music, more sounds, and added the base building, how you say, base building, planes, submarines. But in this demo, it's just to like, we don't show much, you know. But
Yeah.
I will start playing now.
Yeah, go ahead.
All
Let's
right.
do it. Let's take a look. I'm excited. So I guess what you're saying, there's like what do they call them in those games? Science trees, or like where you have to build certain things before you can build the next thing. You know,
Yes,
you
Research
need like
tree.
yes.
yeah, research tree. That's it. Yeah, research tree.
No,
You guys
not
have stuff
the
like that?
tree,
No?
but you have to build.
Yeah.
Listen up, you imbecile! We need to kill everything that moves. Leave them alive! Now go!
So is that guy on your team? Oh, wow. This is
Oh,
impressive.
Making all the sounds.
Wow.
Frank, all the sounds are made with the voice of him. Then
It's
changed
kind of it's yeah.
some machine gun sounds. We added some real machine gun sounds, but before the sounds of weapons were also made by him with his mouse.
Nice. Very creative.
Are those people actors you hired, or those are people on your team?
Franco is in the team. He's the main actor. He plays good faction and bad faction.
Reporting out. Order received.
Wait, I should.
What faction are you playing as?
I have to kill everyone, so I'm playing.
Is it the Nazi faction? Because you said it was after World War II and stuff, right?
Well, World War II ends in 1951, and then this happened 40 years later. It started.
Oh, okay. So the Nazis still lost and everything.
No, it was like peace. If you see the intro video that we didn't see today,
Uh-huh.
there is a short explanation, like a map.
Oh, okay.
I got a question, and I think this is a really good one. Chud asks, the RTS market has seen very few big, amazing games since the golden days like Warcraft 3. Why do you think that is? There were a lot on PC, too.
Well, now most of my friends in Uruguay used to try to make games for mobile to sell to the Chinese.
Oh,
So I talk a lot about this. Before, maybe RTS market was the, I don't know, 30% of total PC market. And now maybe it's the same, but as you have consoles and phones and stuff like that, it looked like less in percentage. But in numbers, it should be the same. The other day, I talked with, I forgot this name, one famous RTS from 2004, Rise of Nation guy, and he was like, they still play Rise of Nation to the today, you know. Rise of Nations still makes money till this day.
Ah.
It's
So-
not like the biggest games will be RTS now. No, it won't.
No.
Won't come back. It's like jazz or blues. It will never disappear, but it won't be mainstream again. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's because a lot of games are made to be easy to play. So like therefore they lower the bar on like, because of they're trying to get more of the normies to play games. So you get a lot of
Normies.
puzzle games and you get a lot of, games that are really easy to get into.
Yes, and
But
Candy Crush. Candy Crush is
yeah, Candy Crush, right? Puzzle games, stuff like that. Mobile games are very popular with a lot of people, old, young. Slots, like slot machines and gambling games are extremely popular. So
totally.
you have more different kinds of games, but it makes the markets appear smaller. So I think you're right. I think the
Totally.
RTS is not bigger or smaller, but like the whole industry is bigger.
Shrink it in percentage, but it is.
Yeah.
It is yeah. So in Dying Breed, you have like two. You can change the floors. It happens.
Yeah, I was looking
with-
at that. You can go underground and stuff. That's pretty cool.
Yes. And
Yeah, I
you
want to
can
know
also-
what it is you have. What are these buildings? I want to know what they mean.
This is the barrack.
Okay.
My soldiers there. The refinery to get the resources.
The resources
Hmm.
at the
It's
center of the earth.
Guys, you can zoom a lot. I love.
Oh
this
yeah,
is
I love that. The
a bar
pixels.
and- it harms. It lost his head,
So what the blue stuff is? What's the blue stuff?
Is the
Like
mineral
traps?
you have to
Oh,
get.
okay.
Oh, it
That's
was-
like it's like resources. That's
Yeah,
why you
yeah.
put the refinery there. Very cool.
I see. Oh, you're being attacked by something.
Yes, playing without sounds is is hard. So
Drawing question on screen.
the tunnels
Yep.
are like going back, attacking from the behind, but it's something like more difficult. So
Yeah, I already read that question. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Ignacio.
Oh, what was that? Oh, it was like a suicide thing or something. Oh, there's barrels there. Interesting. Barrels and caves. Red barrels explode.
Yeah,
yes.
exploding
like-
barrels is a you have to have that in games.
Every game, it's a
Like Lara,
requirement.
Lara Croft hunting from dinosaurs in caves with
Yeah.
machine gun.
Looks like I got another question. Go ahead.
Gabriel, well, it's not a question so much as a statement. Gabriel Phelan Lucas says RTSs aren't as console friendly due to too many buttons and swift mouse movements. Yeah,
Well,
it's
Command
Yeah.
and Conquer existed in PlayStation 1, and it
Oh,
was
really?
very, very, very popular in Southeast Asia, because when people couldn't afford a PC because it was too expensive, could play a PC game on a console like Command and Conquer. So I have met a lot of Dying Breed is pretty popular, like on Malaysia, Vietnam, and Singapore. And I have talked with lots of people from there, and they were like that. It's like I couldn't play it on PC, but I play Command and Conquer on the PlayStation, so it's like a love in there. And I really, when I saw the Switch 2 stuff is a mouse, I was like, okay,
Mhm.
this Switch before it's too late and everybody start putting the RTS game, but because they transformed the Switch into a PC now.
Yeah.
Others did the transformed their consoles, their PCs on consoles, so Nintendo is transforming its consoles on a PC. It's like, okay, Nintendo, it is Nintendo.
So what are some of these units? I see there's two different units you got there. So like two different soldier types. Where's the difference between them?
This is Machine Gun Classic,
Mm-hmm.
and this one are Bazooka.
Ah.
Okay,
Uh-oh.
okay. Forgot about this.
Are you being paratroopers attacking you guys?
Yes. Come.
So is this like those other kind of games where I've only played these like a couple of times, but you think you're doing well and you're like building your stuff, and all of a sudden there's like ships coming. You're like, whoa, these people are way ahead of me. like I just invented the wheel.
The enemy will be always will have like more technology than you. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is definitely because it is also a single player game,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But yes, it's like we have like we call them triggers. Triggers. You step
Oh,
on
okay.
this and something will come. You step on this line, something will come. You do something.
And this is for the single player. Does this also have a multiplayer or
No,
versus
it's
mode or something?
only single player game.
Do you plan on doing
No,
anything? I know it's still got a waste. No? Okay.
no.
That's cool. Yeah, yeah. What
The
about
original idea was getting out of RTS multiplayer games and go back to single player with a story, drama, and a cool soundtrack. Now it is
yeah.
you got 18 songs,
Can
Yeah.
respect that.
and
Uh,
you can it is in silence, but I'm showing the names of the song only. You
Yeah.
can change everything and listen to a great soundtrack. We start making many years ago, and now we are even selling music to other games.
Oh,
So
cool.
we evolved that. We start with friends, like paying them $100 for a song, and now we are selling songs to Europe. Fifth, 4, 6 years after. So
That's amazing.
Sounds cool. So what's the winning condition? Then you just keep going till you die, or is there
you
a
have
objective?
to. It is a 10 minutes mission if you play it fast. You have to kill the civilians. You have to
Mm.
a genocide.
Wipe them out. He
Classic,
said at the beginning, kill everybody. He said it in the
classic,
beginning.
That's
classic genocide.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. You're very evil. You are very evil. You hate
Are
humanity.
those civilians?
Yes,
Oh,
you've
no.
been trolled by an underground creature or Lovecraftian creature, mind
Mm-hmm.
controller, and the creature wants to escape. So in the lore, then you know that like the planet Earth was created to encage this creature, and we write a lot of science fiction that we introduce in the game slowly by how you say the intros and outros of each mission. You will learn of stuff in the world of Dying Breed. It's like
Mm-hmm. Are the maps sort of randomly generated? Are
it's
they?
all made by hand. We
Yeah.
use Thailand, and we actually made all the maps in Thailand.
Oh, wow.
And so we want to make the games the most friendly possible to modding.
Mm-hmm.
One even could create its own unit and put it inside the game, or make these maps. Okay, the wheels heals the guy. Or
Ah.
make their own maps. I don't know yet how to do it totally because this is my first game, but it is something that we have in mind since the start of production. You would say.
Dude,
Wow, first game. Yeah,
it looks
really cool.
amazing. It looks amazing. So you mentioned that you got a publisher. So let's say there's people that watch that are interested in making games. Like, how did you score that? And this publisher, what I can tell is Microprose, and they did some other really big games like XCOM and Railroad Tycoon and Civilization. So like those are pretty great titles. How did you guys score that? What was the story behind that?
Well, basically, they write me over Microprose owner write me over Twitter, and I was like, okay, yes, you got me. It was
Yeah.
an instant yes, you know. But the story it is longer, you know. I When we drop the first demo, we have an offer. The next day we have an offer from a publisher, and I have to, how you say, to associate business partner. The company, it's me and other two guys, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And they put the money, I put the time and the idea. And we failed. So then I made like a coup d'etat. It was like, okay, now I'm in charge.
Mm-hmm.
We make a second demo. We share it with. We go to our open uh, pitch stuff from companies.
Yeah.
There were like 8 companies. It was via camera. It's a video call. There were 8 companies at the time, and from 8, 4 were interested. 2 say no, like 1 week and 2 weeks after, and 1 month after, they say no. Another 2 say yes. One says, but next year, near March. Okay, near March. And the other say was like, okay, let's find sing NDA, stuff like that. Okay, the thing is, one disappear, never more answering anything, and the other one in January says like, okay, no, we won't work with you. And
Mm-hmm.
while all that time I was like resting, you know, it's like we haven't nothing seen, but we have like already a publisher. No, what a mistake. So I got mad. I sent an email to a message to Splattercat, and Splattercat tell me, I tell him like, I have a second demo. Do you want to play it? And he said me, oh, so I'm following your game since some times now. I played your first demo. I like it, but it was very short. So something happened here.
Splattercat, like the YouTube channel that does the independent reviews.
Yes, Splattercat.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
Splattercat Gaming. Yeah, I'm subscribed to his channel. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, that one. Yes. So wait a minute. Okay.
What? Oh,
They got dogs.
dogs? They got dogs.
Yes. Dogs are bastards, but they are very bad against machine guns.
I'm sorry, my dog Jojo. Sorry, Jojo. I guess you're weak against machine guns.
I'm just weak, yeah.
Oh, anyway.
And so I give the demo to Splattercat. I created the Steam page because everyone was like, no, don't create the Steam page. The publisher wants to have control on that, etc., etc. I made a trailer. I created the Steam page. 1 month after, I got my first via Facebook. The owner of Assemble told me. It was the ex-owner of Calypso who made the Tropico games, you know, and the
Yeah,
remaster.
yeah. Tropico. I've never played those, but I know about them. They were on PS2, right?
Yes, they were pretty popular. They were.
Yeah, very.
I played one, I think, but there are a lot of them. So
Yeah.
I had to talk with Sharon, who was his second in command, and he never talked with me. I think he didn't like it. And like 2 months after another month, I got the Microprose offer via Twitter. I was like, I told him yes without even thinking. 1 week later, another guy from Spain who had worked with Brian Fargo and it was like Brian Fargo microprose. I didn't believe where where I was standing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then 3 days before singing, Hooded Horse appeared, but he told me like they didn't finance, they just make a publisher, and then appear the ones who makes if I destroy this, I win.
Oh, okay. Destroy it. So, what tools do you use for
Unity
the
entitled.
mm-hmm.
Unity. Interesting. All right.
Unity? Huh.
Yes, it's a pain in the ass, but it works.
And so in Uruguay, where you're from, well, actually, I meant to ask you this before. What's the size of your team? How many people do you have? Congratulations, you won.
Wait for
Hey.
new orders. Go.
Awesome.
Why do I like those so much?
So we
I don't
were
know.
always
They're appealing.
3 of
I
us.
think my favorite is the guys beating on the drums in the back. It's like, what is that?
It's a slave, yes.
They're just slaves.
Yes,
Yeah.
they're expendable.
You beat on the drums until you
Yes,
die.
all day like that. So we original were 3, one coder, one artist, and me. And then music and sound department was Franco, this actor, make all sounds. Now
Mhm.
he has a studio and sells sounds. You know, we were. I was a salesman before. We said, okay, let's do this. Let's focus and do this, and you push forward. And now we have 2 coders. We have one engineer part time, one coder full time. We're not making more art since like 3 days. We stopped with the art because we have enough, and we have one map designer and testing basically. So it was always a small team, but there are a lot of people that come and goes. Video editing, sound edition, sound music. We have 3 musicians. We have one always original soundtrack for Good Faction and another different from Evil Faction. Uh,
Mhm. That's
a lot, and the actors, there were like 16 actors. It's all my family put in there, and some paid more professional actors. There is the evil one that we haven't showed up him yet. And I don't know, with everyone, maybe 50 people, you know.
yeah.
But core team, we are five people now.
Very cool.
Wow, 5. Yeah, that's a small team, but you guys have gotten a lot done. It's an amazing
We have to
progress. So,
learn.
yeah.
We have to learn how to do it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, but I mean, you guys are carrying. So I get another comment. I want to read out. Dino asks, "What is your favorite Micro Prose game and why?" Civilization, XCOM.
Well, I do play a lot of Civilization till this day. I was playing Civilization 4, and now I went back to Civilization 5.
Mm,
Civilization 5 is too easy, and Civilization 4 is too hard. And I like to play like in the maximum level, one less, and try to stand.
yeah. My wife loves Civilization. She does, but
Yes,
she
I
doesn't.
actually have Civilization 2 here,
Yeah.
and I have bought with the money I get from my Patreon. I have bought XCOM, the original one. Yes, XCOM was the first PC game I played in my life on a neighbor's house whose father lives in the USA, so he brought all the pretty things like Nintendo
Yeah.
64. So, and I had another friend who came from Hong Kong, so he have the Game Boy, Red Alert, all the things we didn't have here, because before it takes like 2 years to come, 3 years maybe to come. Actually, we saw Titanic 1 year later that the film goes out.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like the biggest movie ever. So I had like some friends who had that and played in their friend's house.
Yeah.
When I
And
was like 10 years, I got the first PC, and I was like, oh,
So, what's your favorite Brian Fargo game?
Huh? What? Brian Fargo? Yes, I have Fallout.
he says what's your favorite Brian Fargo game?
Fallout, I love Fallout 1. I still play Fallout 1 also. I love Baldur's Gate 1 also.
Oh, that's the second time somebody recommended that game. I somebody bought it for me. I haven't started it yet. I've never played it before.
2 is easier than Baldur's Gate 1. Maybe you can go directly to play Baldur's Gate 2. Baldur's Gate 1 is a pain in the ass. And you have to save. If you forget to save and you're dead, and okay.
Oh, wow.
Yes. The Planescape Torment was a great game also. Yes.
Oh, Planescape Torment, yes. Yeah.
Always
That's a good
RTS and RPG games. Isometric perspective and mostly 2D, 2.5D art. That's what I love. And now they are pushing me to make 3D games, sadly. But, now I am in the industry.
Yeah.
Before I did whatever I want. Now I have to live from this. And actually, we are making a second game now with another team.
Wow.
And
Okay. Tell me
Yes.
about the second game. What's is it connected to this one, or is it a completely different idea?
Nothing to do with this one.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing to do. No, I met some youngsters here in Uruguay, self-taught, because here in Uruguay, they give you a free laptop when you're a kid in the schools, so everyone can take technology. All the poor people have PC here in Uruguay, all the poor kids, and then when they are teenagers, they give them a better laptop. It is from the state. So you have a new generation that now is ending the university, because this started like 15 years ago, I think. So they were 7 years. Now they are 23, 22. So there is a lot of kids who, since they are kids, they know to do stuff that I have to learn, I don't know, 2, 3 years ago. They went to school and it was like my teachers don't know how to teach. They teach this wrong. So they started making a game. It was like, okay, how are you? I call them Wonder Kids.
Yeah.
And learn everything alone. They're good in maths. So it's like, okay, let's do this. Let's team up with me. I get you publisher, I get you money, and you work on like building your own house. And I get the publisher, I get the money, and like now I'm producing them, and I make the sounds with the guys. I started the music with the guy, and everything I have learned and every contact, I'm using it in this new game with these kids.
Yeah,
cool.
that's very cool.
Yes, I have other projects also now. I have 4 more projects.
Some
Yes, it went.
So Gabriel Phelan Lucas says something, I assume just to embarrass me. Can you put People's Republic of Brian in this game?
Python, like Monty Python, Brian.
I don't know if you want to play as Brian. You'd be like killing people and stuff. I don't think that's how you'd rule your republic, would you?
Well, I mean, that's true. But if I call it a republic, you have to obey. But what do you think was the hardest part? And I know that this game still has a ways to go before it's finished, but what's been the biggest challenge in developing this game for you guys so far?
Oh, they steal your workers.
Oh.
There are a bunch of scavengers out there. We have like a chairman now. He earns 6 times more.
Hmm.
Can't pay
Wow.
them. It sucks. Yes.
When
Yeah.
that happened.
Yes.
Gabriel
He's
asks.
an artist also.
Hmm.
No.
So it's
Yes.
basically personnel challenges because they're
Loyalty. You know.
yeah, loyalty. Yeah.
Loyalty.
The first one they stole. They have percentage of the game, and they rejected for more money. And now I'm producing 6 games. You know, they
Yeah.
have, and they want to kill themselves. And I have like make 6 Uruguayan to get jobs from the USA. Like I help a lot of people because now I know like I I talk sometimes with important people. Important, no? How you say publishers, owners, stuff like that. You know, so
Yeah.
it's loyalty. Loyalty is the. I am lucky now. They tried to steal my both coders, but they stay. You know, before they left, but now they stay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds tough. What's the scene like the game development scene or the indie game scene in Uruguay? Like, is it growing or like why?
Well,
Because
there is a company that make a lot of millions of dollars since 10, 15 years. And that changed it all. So now we have Uruguay doesn't pay taxes to sell software. You know.
mm, mm. Yeah, yes, taxation is theft.
Uh,
Um,
Pay
okay.
taxes.
Yes,
okay,
and it
and
was all due on purpose. You know,
yeah,
Very
the
big.
PCs, the free PCs, not paying taxes for selling software. I
hmm,
once talked with a friend from Portugal, and he was, well, when the money enters after Steam, after publisher, after taxes, my country of what I get, you know. And
Hmm.
I was like, okay, we get like 1% out, 2%. It's nothing, you know. And that is good because it will be easier to recoup the investment. But it's very cheap here, you know, compared to
yeah.
Europe or okay.
Once again, guys, the game is called Dying Breed, and the developer is Sarnayer. I think that's how you say it. I apologize if that's not the case. We'll have a link to the Steam page, so you guys can check it out. So, do you guys have any word on a release date, or are you guys like Blizzard? It'll when it's done.
It is mostly done. Now we have to finish all the mission. You know, we have like 20 missions ready.
Yeah.
We're going out with early access, but maybe half or 70 or 60% of the campaign mission. Because I don't know what I was thinking when I made it 15 mission per faction, and some of them have a different. You can pick the easy one or the hard one, you know, like in original
Yeah.
one.
How many factions are there? Just
There
two?
are 2 factions,
Oh,
but you can imagine a third one when you advance playing the game.
all right.
Mm. That sounds sneaky. Um, so there could be a third one. Would that be like a whole? So it's like beat the game with the other two to unlock the third one, maybe. Uh,
It depends on the success.
yeah, of course, of course.
So
Do you have? Are you gonna allow? Somebody asked if there's gonna be. Can you like have custom faction names? I don't know if
No,
that's a thing that's
it's the
normal, but
Empire Ascending Order and West World Alliance. It has a
mhm.
story behind it. It's like the goods and the bad ones. So.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That makes sense. Um,
so
if the oh yeah, go ahead.
all right. So I was actually kind of just thinking about some of the gameplay and stuff, and we saw like dogs, and we saw. I noticed that you had like these praying mantis things that was on your side. I was wondering,
Some kind of
what?
monsters.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of? What's the coolest like thing that we didn't see that's coming up? Like, is there like
Oh,
a
we have
big like
like a unit.
fire spraying bug or something like from?
But what
Yes, we
about
have a
this
unit.
muscular looking dude on the screen that just disappeared? This huge
Yes,
dude.
that is a unit. Yes,
That's a unit.
mostly the
He is. He's an
monsters.
absolute unit.
There
Certainly a
is
unit.
one.
That's right.
There is one bigger than that.
Yeah.
We have a
More of a
monster
unit.
inspired in some of this writer. I can't remember the name now. Stephen King. That
Mhm.
enters through the anus of the soldier and exploded from inside.
Wow.
And he can't be hurt by bullets. So if you go with 5 soldiers with bullets, this creature will kill them all.
He's gonna have a good time.
Yes,
That
and
creature.
we'll have a good time also before. Yet it is a parasite unit, we call it. It's a
Oh,
parasite.
that's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, the evil unit there, sea monsters also. We have
So
a
does
unit that is a dead whale. You know that how for the gas they have inside, dead whales tend to explode.
mm-hmm.
So it's a boat. It is a dead whale floating, and they have like a stuff like this, un grano, we say,
Oh, pus.
and it is an artillery boat.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, there are lots of weird
Like
units.
gross out things, yeah.
Yes, but
Um
it's one mission, one new unit. This
mhm.
was the first mission of the evil faction, you know, and after
Okay.
missions, stuff changed. First 3 missions are very similar. The second 4, 5, and 6 are very similar between them. 7, 8, 9 they're similar between them. Then you have giant maps with lot of water and lot of. You have defense buildings.
Yeah, you said something about submarines in the beginning
You have
there. I was like, that's
submarines.
really cool.
You have 2 types of submarines: water, and air.
Like anti-air or like cruise missile
No,
sort of thing.
it's a rocket, like a rocket.
Ah.
Mm.
I don't know how to call it.
Oh, so you have water versus water, so like anti-submarines, and then ones that can shoot in the
Anti-submarine
water.
submarines, and then you have the submarines that launch like rockets to buildings. Stuff like
Oh,
So
cool.
there's sea to land and sea to
yeah,
sea.
sea to land, of
That,
course.
yeah, sea to land. So I noticed when we were playing through the demo and you were saying the dogs are weak to machine guns, which I agree with. I haven't tested my dog to test the theory, but I'm assuming that he would be weak to that. But that sounds like you have like a kind of rock paper scissors system.
Yes,
So
yes,
this unit is good against this one. Like
yes, and it is the
yeah.
unit is very good. It has a long, how you say, slow attack rate. If it has long range, it is very weak.
Mm-hmm.
Units that are very strong, very long range, but they have not much HP, life.
Yeah.
There
Oh,
is a
like
unit.
they're very cheap to make as opposed to because I was gonna ask you about like if there are units that take a long time before you can get them and they're very strong, like it's worth the wait. Is that what you mean?
Each unit is very different. You
Mm-hmm.
have from a unit called Torso Man that is artillery unit of the evil faction, and it is very 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 fast. It has a lot long range attack, a lot of
Mm-hmm.
damage, but it is very weak.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yes, imagine that each mission you will get when playing with the evil faction. After mission 3, you will have a new unit each mission, and there will be you start with zombies.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have this two-head stuff. It is an anti-tank unit. And then you have some walking eyes that shot laser beams from the eyes. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, lots of different stuff. Somebody asked, Frank asks in the chat, there was a prophet in the video on Steam. Is he playable like in Age of Empires Priests? Wololo.
It is a good idea. It is truly a good idea. We have some of the actors. You can play with them.
Can we see some of those videos, or is that are you just going to show us the one or the two? Is there any other ones you could?
We can watch the view intro here where you want, if you want.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
oh,
let's
the intro.
take
yeah,
a look.
Sure. We missed
view
that.
intro. Sure. Yeah, I don't. Well, I think we just saw the little video for the evil faction when the game was starting. Was that just the start of that game?
Yes.
Yeah.
Each mission has videos. We made an entire movie for the game.
Yeah.
Well, let's see it.
Okay.
Well, let's take a look at it.
The intro.
This is the end of the world. It's coming for us. There is no future. It's coming. It's coming. In the aftermath of the terrorist attacks perpetrated throughout numerous cities, the Alliance Parliament held an emergency session to discuss reinstating an international army to face the terrorist threat.
Is that Robert Reich?
Push.
I was changing the channels. Okay.
Efforts to recover and recondition World
We
War
need
II
army.
armaments are already underway. We say that the peace we've lived under for the past decades has come to an end. Always love you, darling. Do you love me?
My love for you is as powerful as Tesla energy.
Join the army.
Tesla energy.
Attention, everyone. This is Lucas speaking to you. I bring a message of extreme.
This is definitely very retro. Gabriel Finlon Lucas says he added it to his wish list. So there you go. It's a win.
Yeah, you won over with this intro.
Yeah.
Fire axes for the Eastern Conference Finals. Which team will cause the most fires? Which team will take their fire to their
Is this California right now?
It does look like California.
That explains it.
As the Second World War came to an end in 1950,
Oh, here's the backstory. Very cool.
it was left uninhabitable following nuclear attacks, perpetuated by the Axis powers prior to their defeat. The
I'm
surviving
safe.
nation led by
See where I am. I'm safe.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, Puerto
maybe
Rico's
not.
basically been ignored.
Africa and South
Looks like.
America, with resettlement also happening in the regions of the Indian subcontinent and Oceania.
Roanoke
Oceania?
Town.
We have discovered that they are using substance P to kill people. Please don't. You want to try with me? And now we push.
It's like
The latest training of vanishing
the Village People.
This is
Yeah.
Luca, a researcher that
But they're doing Rod Stewart.
concerns to the
It's like the
Oh, that's
alternate
what
version of Village People.
Yeah.
Alternate reality.
and the dangerous side effects, such as mutations in animals and humans.
Every day, more patriots join us
Oh, here we go. Helldivers vibes.
for us to rebuild all that we have to safeguard our Western alliance. Enlist now and become a true patriot.
So it's pretty comical.
Yes.
I mean, would you say the game is not like it could be a mix, sort of like Starship Troopers, where there's parts that are funny but that could be serious. What?
RoboCop was the first one.
Yeah, RoboCop.
Oh.
Yes.
You
For
could
sure.
say it's a satire. Satire is the satire.
Yep,
Yeah.
satire is a secret. It's the best.
Definitely. Okay, so I mean I don't know if there's like do you have a release date?
No.
Okay, no release date, guys.
Done when it's done, everybody.
You know,
People are
yeah.
wish listing. They can wish list it now, though, if they go to the Steam page.
Okay.
Somebody has already. So
That's
yeah,
right.
we should wrap it up here. But I guess, well, is there anything that you wanted to say about the game that we didn't ask you about? Any final thoughts for us watching?
I think that very soon we will launch this demo, 1 or 2 missions. All the difficult stuff are already done, you know.
hmm
There's still some details,
Yeah.
but soon enough, all team will be dedicated into map implementation, you know. One coder instead of coding the maps, that it is done from a special way.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing else, you know. It
All
is
right.
one weekend game, you know. You play one weekend and then
And
Yeah,
then it'll
it's,
be out.
it's again in your life.
That'd be good, and also maybe you guys can sell the soundtrack or something. I know
Oh,
that
yeah.
They haven't all tell us a lot of time that, and yes, we plan to put the soundtrack separately. Now we have 18 songs, but we will reach to 20, 10 per faction, and then yes, they will
Ooh.
end up in Spotify. You know, actually, the most stuff on the YouTube channel that is have more views are the songs.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you so much
Thank you,
for showing us the game. The game is called Dying Breed. You can wishlist it on Steam right now and follow it very closely because we like to support smaller developers. I think that even though it's not something that I'm very good at, I can definitely see the appeal for people who like, you know, Command and Conquer and these other sort of classic RTS games. And yeah, thank you guys so much. And don't forget, well, please consider subscribing and following us. And don't forget this weekend, it's the It's Based
Main show.
Game Jam main show. Yep, we're going to be doing the that. And yeah, we'll see you guys soon. And don't forget that dogs are weak against machine gun fire.
Poor dogs. See ya, guys.
See ya.
Bye bye.